So today I'm going to show you how to make this super easy and tasty but elegant looking stuffed bread. So start by laying out a sheet of baking paper, and then take a frozen loaf of bread that's been thawing for a few hours. And you just want to roll that out both widthwise and lengthwise until you've got it fairly flat. And then once you've got it flat, you just want to take your meat. You can also use a meat substitute. I've made this with Tofurkey, which is really good, but for this one I'm using roast beef. And so you just want to lay out your meat, and you want to make sure that it's nice and bunched up so that the slices aren't flat. And then on top of that, do your cheese. And I'm folding the cheese in half, so it's like 2 layers of cheese. And then add another layer of meat on top of that. Again, bunching it up so that the slices aren't flat. Going all the way back over the cheese. And then lay a final layer of cheese on top of the meat all the way across. Once again, I'm doubling it over so you get a nice cheesy taste. You can also use vegan cheese if you're vegan. And so then you want to take a steak knife and cut the bread that's on either side of the pile of meat. Just cut that into strips all the way down. Kind of like a little fringe around the edge. And those will be what you use to braid it. So make sure you do it on both sides. And try to have the strips line up if possible. It doesn't have to be exact, but as close as you can. So then pull out the end of the bread loaf, fold it up around your pile of meat and cheese, and then take one of the strips from one side and fold that across the end. Then take a strip from the other side, fold that across the strip you just did. Take another strip and fold that across. And then a strip from the other side and fold that across. You just want to keep alternating sides, pulling a strip from each side and crossing it across the other one. And you go all the way down the bread loaf until you get to the last 3 strips. Pull the end up, lay it over the pile, and then you're just going to cross your strips going back the other direction this time. So cross your last few strips back the other way, and the very last one, you'll cross it over, and then you'll tuck it under one of the other strips farther down that you folded previously. So there's a nice braided bread loaf. Then take an egg and whip that up with a little bit of water to thin it out. And then just take a brush and brush a little bit of egg all the way down your loaf. This will give it a nice brown color when you cook it. So throw it in the oven on 350 for 20-25 minutes until it's nice and brown.